Here's today's talking point from your official guide to being a good Republican. Talking point number 713. There is no problem so great that it cannot be foisted onto somebody else. Ideally, someone you want to cause problems for. Here to explain more is Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell.
Blah, 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 blah,
Thank
blah,
you,
blah.
Senator. Thank you. Keep Droopy Dog away from the microphone. We lose a fifth of a point every time he talks. No, I'll explain for the senator. You see, he's found an ingenious solution to the debt ceiling problem. Walk away and leave Barack Obama holding the ceiling. If it collapses, you won't be anywhere around. Not bad, huh? See, here's the problem. Republicans look like shams to their Tea Party base if they raise the debt ceiling, but they cause problems for their rich banker base if they don't raise the debt ceiling. Solution?
Right.
Allow someone else to raise the debt ceiling and then blame them for doing it. McConnell's plan will allow Barack Obama to raise the debt ceiling himself multiple times over the next year. More to the point, over the next election year. See where I'm going with this? Mm-hmm. And when he does it, you can be sure every Republican in Washington will have an alibi for their whereabouts at that moment. In a similar vein, we're looking at plans to make President Obama collect all tax revenue by going to taxpayers' homes dressed as the Joker and demanding all their money. I think you'll go for it, don't you? In fact, every unpleasant thing that the government has to do will now be done by Barack Obama personally. He's a community organizer. He knows how to trot. The best part of that is he won't have time to work on his socialist agenda if he's too busy conducting airport pat-down searches. And that's today's talking point from your official guide. No, Senator, back to Washington with you. Thank you so much.
You are a sad, strange little man.
You are, Blanche, you are. Oh, just amazing. So why don't Republicans just make President Obama dress like a bank robber and stage a fake raid on the federal treasury every time he needs to borrow more money? I mean, basically, they are shirking their responsibility. Congress is supposed to appropriate the money. Congress is supposed to do this job, and they don't want to do it because their rich banker friends want that debt ceiling lifted, and their Tea Party friends don't want that debt ceiling lifted. So they've boxed themselves in because they're genius. They're so smart. They govern so well and thoughtfully. And that's what happened to them. So McConnell had to choke on it yesterday and get up there and go, okay, so we won't approve anything. We just want to vote to disapprove everything. That's where they're at. This is where they're at. You've got the United States in a jam because of policies that they voted for. There's no question about it, okay? The president of the United States had run up a debt that was just mind-numbing, raised the debt ceiling, 7 times Bush did? 11, something like this. 7 times. They didn't give a damn. In fact, Cheney famously said deficits don't matter. Don't matter. And that's what they thought, and that's how they behaved, and that's how they spent. Then all of a sudden we changed presidents. It's like they don't go to Camp David anymore because they changed chefs. And as soon as we change presidents, it's all about the deficit. Oh, my God. He wasn't even in the office yet. He didn't even, and they had voted for all of this spending. So what does Obama do? He says, I'm going to show you just how much you spent. I'm putting it all on the budget. Now they walk around and they go, look what he did to the deficit. Why? He's tripled it. No, he put the war on budget. He put Medicare Part D on budget. He actually accounted for the tax cuts. And now it looks like a huge freaking number. Bush gave out $700 billion, gave it to bankers. Obama gave $787, gave it to states. Who's more in line with the Republican, let the states do it? And who was more in line with socialism, bailing out businesses with government largesse? And who's always been bailing out government, a business with government money? Yes, it does matter. It does matter which party you vote for. You get what you vote for, okay?